Hey guys, what's up? I'm here to do, I guess, the third haul video here. This time I've got to tell you about some books I got from the library today, and also just some books I've been reading, because really I haven't been doing very much else lately. But so maybe I'll start with what I was reading, and then I'll move forward into the present, right? So how it all started was this one, The Fight by Norman Mailer, and it's about when George Foreman and Muhammad Ali fought in Zaire in 1975, and all the like sort of weird cultural things leading up to the event of this fight, and like what it all means, and how man, boxers are the most like incredibly strange characters. Like I feel like it's sort of this fight of personalities, or like the way it is with like anything, like, oh, I'm this artist, like, but it's really just about whatever this persona you have, and like these guys have this crazy persona thing going, and then you think about the world and how is that just what everyone is doing all the time? They have these personas, and what's real? And do you have to have one? Can you just be boring? Can you just be like the human embodiment of beige? But so this book was actually really awesome, and this was my favorite thing I've ever read by Norman Mailer, and totally really good. And then it got me kind of thinking about Zaire, which used to be the Congo, until I think Mbutu, he like had Lumumba assassinated, and then he built this big statue to him to like honor the revolutionary, to make it seem like he wasn't this terrible dictator. Mobutu is, whatever. So then I was thinking about all that, and I hadn't really read anything real about the Belgian colonization of the Congo. A long time ago I read this book called Congo Kidaboo, which was sort of by like a swashbuckling fake anthropologist. And so, in thinking of that, then I started to read King Leopold's Ghost. I got this one at the Oakland Library shortly after the fight, and then I spent like a better part of a week and a half kind of being morbidly depressed, going to Whole Foods by the lake every day and getting like an apple, and then like reading about human beings like gross indecency and terrible, baskets full of cut off severed hands by the lake on sunny days, and like then saying, well, I may spend my days sitting by this lake doing absolutely nothing, contemplating existence, feeling totally pointless, but at least I'm a fucking decent human being. I just can't even fathom some people's greed, I guess. I mean, and whatever, this is just one episode in a million of the terrible things humans have done to each other over time and continue to do all the time. And I used to believe that people were inherently decent, and that one day the anarchist revolution would come and we'd all see that we don't have any need to be these ways. But now I just kind of feel like people are fucking horrible. And I guess that's kind of bleak. I do think there are some decent people, and I'm happy to know a few of them. And that makes my life all the more worthwhile to me. But God, this book is good. I mean, sometimes I wish that maybe it was even a little bit more graphic, but then maybe it would just be like violence porn or something, but it's just like a really good in-depth history of some of the horrible things that happened. So then that left me at the end of last week, and let's see, and I also read the Eva Luna, and man, that was so good. I just forgot how good Isabel Allende was, And then, but someone pointed out to me about this man, Roberto Bolaño, and so I got this book. I borrowed it from my friend Brock, and there's 3 books, and they are one giant conglomeration called 2666, and so he's like apparently the anti Isabel Allende, you know, like he's like, fuck you, you bourgeois, magical realist, like, what's real, here's some like gory death and I'm wearing a little leather jacket and aren't I tough? So I'm about, you know, is that good? Is that a cool way to talk about things? I don't know. I guess that this first book in the series is just warming you up for all the like devastating, horrifying events in the next one. So this is what I'm gonna start now. And to counteract that, I guess, I went to the library today. I had to return some things that I got from the last time finally. You know, it's been a little while. And I was just been, I mean, I gotta be honest, I've been really morbidly depressed these last couple weeks. Like when people say, how are you? And then I say, okay, you know, freaking out, and then a couple different people have said like, well, that's regular for you, right? And then you're just like, oh my god, am I that guy? Am I the constant existential dilemmas friend? And maybe I am, I don't know, it just feels worse to think that you are. It's just let me tell you, it's been a little ridiculous. Yesterday, I freaked out at my house because I just, like, there was all the shit all over the coffee table, you know? And I was just like, ah, and how do you talk about, anyway, I just overturned the coffee table, and everything fell off of it, but there was all these people sitting around it, and then I had to, like, cry and go take a walk. It was pretty ridiculous, and I left this note on the table afterwards to apologize, which, here, I'll show you. So this is the table area, much cleaner now, and this is the note that I left everyone. This coincidentally is my roommate Andy, who has been a ray of sunshine to me lately. P.S. Okay, so here I am back in my bedroom, and I'll tell you about the 2 books I got today, because, so what I was thinking is, like, where is the book that just is, like, that soothes the soul? Where is the book that is, like, I know, life is totally pointless and there's all this time and you try and fill it and you feel terrible and then you feel okay and then you come back to this place again. And does this feeling ever go away, you know? But so I got this book, My Belief, Essays on Life and Art by Hermann Hesse, because, you know, maybe he's talking about that, I don't know. When I was a younger person, I voraciously read all the works of Hermann Hesse, all the fiction, I guess, but I never read this, and it kind of had some promising things in here, you know, like, the poet you are now does not determine the poet you might be later in life. You know, not that I'm a poet, I'm just bored, but, you know, I think that some life advice can be gleaned out of this, right? And then another one, Dancing in the Streets, A History of Collective Joy by Barbara Ehrenreich. And so, you know, collective joy, like, what is the role of dance and celebration historically throughout time? Like, how does it tie in? And lately, I, like, play a show, I go to a show, I feel no celebration in my heart. I feel nothing. I want to go home, but I hate it there too. So, like, you know, maybe this will inspire also in a way. So that's what's going on with me. This, I guess, has been a library haul and a personal inventory haul, maybe you might say, but in any case, that's real.